Hello, welcome back to Grounded. My name's CJ here at Nine Finger Gaming, and welcome to episode 5 of Grounded. In the last episode, what we've gone and done is crafted ourselves a tier 2 axe, which means we can now cut down different objects for stems and gather a few more resources that we couldn't gather before. Right, now what we're going to do today then, the first things first. There's a few things that I'd like to craft. Obviously, we're not going to have the things for the insect hammer as we require the berry leather. But I would like to craft myself first a canteen. And secondly, I'd also like to craft the insect bow. We'll craft a couple more stacks of arrows. I think one will do actually. We've got 24. Yeah, that should do us for now. We're going to place this bow, not that one, I believe it's this one, yep, and we might take the rotten lava blade. In fact, we might build ourselves a new lava blade. We're still going to take the red ant club, but what we're going to do is we are going to go through and get ourselves the hedge maze done today, and also collect some berry leather. Now, as you can see, I've built the jerky rack, so I did go get myself some more stink bug parts. If you look in here, I also come across a glowfly at night fighting with some red ants, and unfortunately he was overpowered. So I've got some parts for that, which I did scan, and I believe that unlocked for me a firefly headlamp and also a firefly hanging lantern. Now, before we go as well today, what I also want to do, let's get this back up. Let's make sure we've got our bow. I want to upgrade our equipment. Now, we're not going to be able to upgrade our armor just yet. We do need some grub leather plate. To make the grub leather plate, what we'll need to do is grind up grub leather. So if we take those, because we're not going to be using all that yet, let's take that up here. We'll place it in this one for now. As you can see, I've also been cutting down some of the larger mushrooms, the brown mushrooms and the toadstools. What we're doing with that, we are turning it into the mushroom slurry. If you use the toadstool chunks, you get 10. If you use the brown mushroom chunks, you get 16. And just the plain mushrooms, you get 1 for 1. So it is worth grabbing those toadstool chunks or the larger mushroom chunks. And you can carry, because they're not classed as a food source, these chunks, you can actually carry larger stacks of them as well. Right, so we do actually want some of the grub leather scraps. So we'll just empty these out and get these crafting those. Over here, I've been making some plant slurry, which we can use to eat, but we can also use it to tame and attract aphids. Same with the mushroom slurry that's used to tame and attract weevils, which we're going to be using that in a future episode for a little idea that I have. So let's just get all that in the process of being crafted. I believe that was all of that. Oh no, we've still got some left. Is that taking it out of that chest downstairs? It may have been, it may have not. Oh yeah, so it can actually reach this chest down here, which is good, because it does mean that we can obviously craft it all up there. We do actually want to scan them, but for now I'm just going to keep those in here. So we'll keep those ones in there and these ones in here. Right, so let's grab some food. As you can see, I have put my canteen down on my hotbar. I want to just grab some normal food as well. I believe I've got some peanut bits in here. Yes, I have. So we'll get, well, not peanut, the acorn bits. So we'll just take a stack of them just to tide us over and try to keep the grub stuff for when we need it, really. So yeah, upgrading. What we're going to do then, we are going to upgrade our bow. And I'm going to want to max upgrade that, which increases the damage and the durability of the item. And once you reach level 5, to get to level 6, you will need quartzite gloves, which is a bit later on in the game. I also want to upgrade the red ant club, make sure that we're getting maximum amount of damage out of that. And we could go through upgrading the tools. Maybe I'll do this one. I won't do this one, I'll wait for the level 2 hammer. And I might do that one because it's a while until we get to the level 2 shovel. I also want to put that axe away as well. So yeah, these are the items that we're now going to take with us. We've got some food. We've got a canteen which we will fill with water on the way. And the canteen does hold 2 globs of water. If you upgrade your canteen, which you can unlock an upgraded canteen, you'll have to build a new one, but that one will carry up to 4, and that's an unlock that you get from Bagel. Now we're going to head straight over to the hedge maze, but we're going to grab a few bits on the way just so I can craft a bed and maybe even a little spot for cooking, just so if the worst does happen we do have an area that we can cook some food up for health, and also sleep the night if it's dark when we get there. So that should be enough. We're going to need some pebbles along the way as well, and some grass fibres. Could have taken it from the base, but I'm trying to build up the supply that we've got in there, so we've got plenty should we ever decide to do crafting or anything else. Right, there is a stink bug there, and we do need some more stink bug parts, but I think we'll leave that for a future episode to get that level 2 hammer. What we really need is some berry leather, which is all the way over by the hedge maze. I'm not sure if we need some dry grass. I'll take that as well. I think the cooker may require dry grass, the fire pit. Let's just double check. The roasting spit, oh yeah, it does take dry grass, and we do have enough. Just take 1 extra piece. I will have to come kill some more of these mites at some point because I'm running out of fuzz. It's a main ingredient for repairing any of your ant armor, also making your arrows. Oh, there's another stone. I think we should be full up on stones now. So as you can see, we've come to the pool where you can come across the mosquitoes. Gonna try and go wide, but avoid these guys here, so we can get along that wall there. Right, there's quite a few there, so we'll just head straight through here. These are the mushrooms that you want to be cutting down as well for those toadstool chunks. They give you the most back when it comes to the mushroom slurry. Right, so you can see the bird bath there, you can see the berries all up in the trees. And we're going to want to get some of those berries down. There's also that one there, which is a lot easier to get, but if it falls in the water, it does... Oh, we've got some raven feathers as well, so we are in luck. But yeah, if this falls into the water, it does request that you use the knife that you can use in water. But what I do, I just drop it down. As you can see, showing the knife blade there, which is a tool for when you're in the water. But if you push it right to the side, give it a whack, that's it, and there you go, you've got your first bits of berry leather. Right, now I do want to get these as well. We've struck lucky here by the look of it, because there's 3. Now you can get more than 1 feather per feather, like really the size of this feather, you should get plenty of pieces. But for some reason, every time I come to the pool, these always only drop 1. As you can see, just the 1, no extras have been dropped. Right, so the berries that are up above you then, this is why I brought my bow. Let me just Make sure both of those are on my slot. Where's the bow? There it is. So let's change to the bow, and what you can basically do is fire up and knock them down. And as you can see, make a great splat. Ooh, we don't want them falling in the water. Let's push that one to the bank. And there we go, we've got those pieces. And obviously you do get your arrows back as well. You'll just have to keep your eye out for them. Sometimes they'll be stuck inside the berry, sometimes they will fall out the berry. And some will just completely vanish, but obviously over time you will lose arrows. Right, so same with this. Those are a bit higher. If it is that you feel that you can't get the angle right, do just go straight underneath them. Fire straight up, you should get them. As you can see, that one's coming down. And then that one as well. And as you can see, because they're dropping from a height, they will switch when they hit the wall, making them even easier to grab. Right now, as I said, I do want to make a bit of a camp here. I think, ooh, there's another feather. I'm so lucky on these feathers by the look of it. Oh, yeah, I thought that actually just phased into that then. Yeah, so there's a door there, which is the easy way in and out of the hedge maze once you've been in and opened it. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to craft up a bed right here and a spit. So let's get the lean-to first. Get that in the corner. We'll set this to a spawn point for now. And then we're going to want a roasting spit, which we'll place in just here. Let's get that lit for some light. Oh, I wish that was level. See if we can move some stuff around. There we go, that's much more level there. Can I move that back into that corner? Yes, we can. And then we're also going to want to, just so we can find it easier, is make a trail marker. It says we need another sprig. Here we go. We'll grab a couple of sprigs because I have noticed that I haven't brought a torch with me. And should it go dark, we are going to want a source of light. Right now, up there are a few spiders. But there is a little secret cave just up there, which I'm going to show you before we get into the hedge maze. Right, and because this is just a sleeping area out in the wilderness, I'm just going to set that up like that. Now, as you saw, we can't sleep just yet, so we're just going to have to hold on and sleep. But what I can show you before is if you come up this stick here, just turn immediately left, ignore the spiders, jump over that one there. Let's hope you didn't see us. And if you come up inside here, you'll see you've got all these ants on spikes. Ooh, ant pots, 3 ant pots, some there as well. Some there. Let's craft us a torch so we can't see. Tools. Torch. Ooh. There we go. And let's get ourselves a torch. Go on inventory. We'll place that where the shovel is because we don't quite need that just yet. So yeah, as you can see in here, you've got all these ant heads. Obviously these 3 ant parts all lying around as well. It's a shame we can't pinch these ant heads. It's not your lucky day, bud. If I can hit you, it's not my lucky day. Got you.
Just like a fruit pounder.
And I've just eaten one by accident. Let's get that torch back out. Right, so if you come over here, you'll see, it's a shame we can't build this, but these here do have a recipe. And if you come over to these bones in the corner, you will find that recipe. You'll also find the rotten ant club over here as well. And if you come around the back, it's got a little tent here, and if you grab that, that's actually full of ant heads. So you get quite a lot of ant heads from just going into there. Now let's try not wake up the spider. I do want some of those. Let's go back this way. And drop that down here. Let's get that aphid cooking on there. So as you can see, we've got that to scan now. We've got some berries to scan, and we've also got the feathers to scan. Now, what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to pop back to the base, drop off some of this stuff. We'll probably cut back in and we'll scan these. Then I'll come back out to this area here, sleep so it's daytime, and we will head in to get ourselves up and into this base. May even show you a quick cheeky way of getting onto the bird bath, but I'm gonna also grab some more berries as well, and then when I cut back in, should have got plenty of berry skin that's taken back to the base. Oh, that one's actually stuck up there, but yeah, when I bring you back, I'll be ready to go into the hedge maze and get ourselves in the hedge lab. So I'll see you in just a moment. Just come across to this one here from the hedge. I know it's a little further. I've also tagged that one, but there's just too many stink bugs there for me to actually achieve what I'm trying to do. So just run across this one. Let's see what we're going to get for these items then. So as you saw, it did grab a bit more berry leather. There is loads more berries within the hedges that you can get from the base around the hedge, but we've just got these ones. So that's the feathers, which gets us the simple bed, marksman's cap, the crossbow, and also the feather arrows. And I did find another feather as well that dropped 3 feather pieces. So we've now got the 8. Let's scan that, and that's just going to give us some more brain power. And let's scan the berry leather, which is going to give us the hedge lord. We have unlocked things already to use the berry leather with, and as you can see there, I did damage my gas mask. That's how bad these stink bugs are up at this one right here. So that's just outside the swamp, heading north, but even back towards where our base is. I believe our base is somewhere around this location here. So yeah, I'm going to head back, get this all dropped back off over there, and I'll bring you back in once I'm back over at this sleep location. Here we are then, we're back at the sleep spot. I'm just waiting for these 2 aphids to cook, and then we're going to head off to get into the maze, well, the hedge, should I say. They are done, let's go. Right, I'm going to want a little bit more sap as well. Kind of emptied my inventory when I was back at the base, which means I haven't got anything to craft up a torch should I need one. Just have to grab a few more parts. Is that all the sap on there? Yes, it is. We should find plenty as we go anyway, so that's not going to be too much of a problem. Spider, I don't want to be bothered by that. Right, and if you have a look up inside there, you can see obviously there's plenty of points that you can get more berries from. So you just have to head on up into there to get your berries. And there's plenty of resources for anything else while you're here as well. Also plenty of aphids around. But you will find plenty of sap and everything. So should you need stuff to craft your torches and stuff, everything is in this location. It'd be a good place to set up an outpost just for coming down here and collecting berries. Let's get up there, just want some of that, and that should do us. I think we've got in more than enough. Right, and as you can see there, just through the tree line, where you can see that field station there, and you can see there's quite a lot of berries around here as well, all in the tree line. It's just a case of shooting them down and collecting them, and this end is probably safer than further up, as there's a lot more spiders further up. Ooh, free berry. Again, say no to a free one. Right, so to get up to there, you can either go up that paper clip there, or you could just go up here and bring yourself across to this field station here. There is a few things in here. You've got that bit of research there. Some chocolate candy bars to keep you fed. Obviously you've got all the normal things like the scanner, the bagel station, the ASL terminal, and that which is unpowered at the moment. Right, so from here, from this field station, I didn't actually bring the stuff to place down a thing, but that's not a problem because I'll remember this one. So you come out, you come up this branch here. You can head across here, just grab this science. Come back to where it V's off and head around the V. Keep following this up. And we'll head straight on up to this branch here. Drop off on here. You may have to jump to get up there. And then jump to get up here. Now you're going to see a lot of little spiders on your way up here. But obviously just deal with them as you go. It should be relatively easy. As you can see, there's still more berries up here, and you'll come across to this zipline, and sometimes you can get a quick drink from this juice carton that'll be there on that leaf.
I believe!
Right, so we've come across to this one here, and get ready for the little spiders again. Although there'll be more than just the one this time. Question is, where's the rest? Looks like we were actually quite lucky. Yeah, it looks like we were quite lucky. Right, if it was that you were looking to get onto the bird bath, as you can see, there's a... can't quite see that it's not connected. Let me go back. You can see there's a zip line point there. Can we see with the peak? But as you can see, yeah, when you look across there, there is no line that goes to it. Now the way you'd go across there, which I would show you now, but I just want to get into the maze, you'd go down here and across that leaf. From that leaf you would jump and glide to that leaf. From there it's then a bit finicky, but you have to kind of manage your way jumping up on leaves to get onto this here, and then you can just run out, follow that along, it'll take you straight onto the bird bath, where you will find a golden molar. Right, so from here where we are now, what we do want to do is head down this way, cross over onto here, and you'll see there's a bit of a base here. So let's just jump across. We're going to go inside, and shouldn't be anything in here other than candy bars and some science. Yeah, that's all we'll find in here. Oh, there is a document here on the floor. You can read those if you want, just simply pause the video, but I'm going to just move on. Then you'll come across, is it this side? Let me just think. No, we need to get over to there, so from here we'll go back the way we came down to here. Yep, this is right. And then from here I believe we could have got across from there. Maybe I was just looking at it wrong. I think we may have had to drop down to get onto it. I just kind of forgot there. Or just run down around the mushrooms. My bad. But yeah, I've come down here. Take out a few of these spider webs. And should be able to just carry on round to this zip line here. And we're not going to waste no time. We're just going to go straight on across the zip line. And then we're to head up, and this will be onto the frisbee, where you will find a lot of spiders. Also there's a watch there. Oh, let's see, get rid of this guy. We've got our arrow back. Let's take out these guys from a distance. Oh my, bow and arrow skills are horrendous. Did he really just try to jump for us? You know what? Let's jump down and do the easy way. There's one down. Now, if you do break these spider nests, you will get little hatchlings coming out of them. If you do just want to avoid the fights and just leave the nests as they are. The web sacks do sometimes have some items in, but I wouldn't say it's necessary that you have to go around smashing them all. So we're going to carry on now across here. Just be careful that you don't fall off. Hop up to here, and you'll see that there's this one right here that leads over to this second base on the way round. So we'll zip in through here. There's a couple of spiders we're going to have to take care of in here. Oh, and I missed him twice. Let's let him come to me. Got you. Oh, I have just popped that spider nest. As you can see, there's 3 inside there. Oh, 4. We don't want to die now, so let's be careful. It shouldn't do enough damage to kill me. It's only 1. As long as I don't break that web. Yeah, so we didn't get that web. You do get a hell of a lot of webs from these, though. Like from the little guys themselves. Oh, I could use one of those bandages right now. Start bringing some of that health back. We'll also eat one of our weevils to get some of that health back. Right, so from here you'll come out this door. And you will come this way around. You'll turn left as soon as you come out the door and head upwards towards the mushroom patch. From the mushroom patch, it's just going to be a case of jumping up, jumping across this leaf, where you'll get onto this branch right here, and then just be careful as you go. You don't want to fall off at this point, and you can come up to here. And now, as you can see, there is hidden points of science that you will have to climb to and work out yourself. We're not going to do that just yet. We're going to just get ourselves into the base. Right, here we go. We are inside now. Now, if we unlock this, let's get the biometric scanner done. And now click on here. It then wants, it gets down to access the power control, but it tells us we're logged out and need the password. And that is to get into that room so we can flick the lever to turn on the whole system. So what we've now got to do, there's some science there, that's right outside the window. I'm not going to risk it, we'll get that another time. So then what we have to do now, we have to head on inside the lab. These points here, just give them a couple of whacks and you will open them up. But be prepared because there are spiders in here. Did we get his attention? Yep, we got his attention. Kill that spiderling. Come on, big guy. It's you I'm after. You're the pain. What the? Die already. Thank God for that. You will come across a few more of those in here. Now, there is this one to go down to there. Oh, you see him right there? Whoa. I heard you, you little bugger. Go away. Now, there is this zip line here, but I wouldn't jump straight onto it, because what you have to do, you have to take out that berry, which will allow you to pass down. Otherwise, you'll hit the berry and just drop. But we're not going to rush straight down there just yet. Let's get some of these webs. There's a station here that you can use to craft up some stuff should you need anything. There's also a scanner right here as well. As I said, I'm not going to bother with the web sacks. These are part of the passwords, so these are what you're looking for, those large pieces of paper. Can you go away, little git? Thank you. Yeah, so they are what you're looking for, those large pieces of paper. Ooh, some more bandages, they'll come in handy. So basically we can get through this one, we can't get through the other one, we have to come from the other side, and then we'll come across these guys here that Tazy Tees. Ooh. With this weapon, obviously this weapon is the ultimate for doing damage. Yeah, see, we can't destroy them from this side, we have to come from the other side. What? Ah, little baby spider. They will fight one another, so let's just let them take each other out. In fact, I want to get this done, so let's just go straight in. Where are you going, Tazy T? Let's wait for his stance. I was a bit too early on that end, nearly got us killed. Right, now before we do die, let's eat. Let's also use a bandage. Get some health back. Oh, looks like they've already been busy up here. There's dead spiders everywhere. Right, we're not going to go straight up yet. We're actually going to go straight along here. And there we go, he's down. One last one. Oh. Tim favourite. Oh, that's behind us. And there we go, he's gone as well. You will also find sometimes in here some berry flesh. There we go, there's some. You've also got this here. Could have swore there was another piece. Oh, yeah, there is another piece of the password, which is right down here. So we're going to have to head down here first. Now you'll hit that, but if you just come underneath, you can just continue. Ooh, you just jump straight across there. And there's the other password piece. Just be careful of that hole in the floor as you run in here. Otherwise, you will have to come back down here. And you come back across here, mate. Never mind, he's now down. We'll be able to pick up his remains when we come back through. So to get back in, just drop down through the hole, which will drop you onto a branch here. That door leads down to where our camp is, and if you run up the tree here, jump on these mushrooms, you can go in this door right here, which leads you back into the lab. So if we head on up through here, this will now lead us to the floor where we've just downed that robot. So we can collect that, and there's a golden molar there, so you will want to come back for that. There is another molar on the roof of one of these. Can't quite recall which one that is, but I know that is available. Right, so we still got to get into that room there. If we just head on up. So we've just gone down there. We're now going to continue on up here. And as you can see, it is getting dark now as well. Unfortunately, our weapon is two-handed, so it's going to be difficult for us to see soon. And you have this room here, and this room is just really packed out with items. So I'll probably come back here at some point, just empty all this out. We definitely want the silk fibers and all this stuff, not really much of a bother. But what this really is here to learn it, if you didn't already know. Let's just get another torch crafted up. Oh, speaking of fibers then, we're actually going to be using those. Let's just take all of those for now. Let's get this torch crafted up. 5. Right, so if you didn't already know, if you take one of these and you were to then drop it, oh, that was the wrong one, that was a throw. If you were then to drop it, it will actually travel down zip lines, which is great when you want to move some stuff around. Anything else that I want to take? You know what, just in case we need craft any more torches. That'll do us for now. We've got quite a bit of spider silk back at the base, and we've got all this we can craft into more spider silk. We're doing alright on food. We are looking a little low on water. How much does that give us water-wise? Not really a lot, so we will have to start drinking our water bottles soon. So yeah, if you head down here, the only thing with here is you've got to drop off right there. I nearly missed it. So don't go to the end, drop off to this roof. You can get up from that side, it's just a bit of a journey round to come up here. But what you're really aiming for is this roof. And then you can drop on into here. And just be prepared because it is full of these little critters in here. And there we go, they're gone. And take the password piece. Right, there's a tape here. Oh, let me just get rid of this guy. There's a tape here, so let's grab this tape. We'll grab that last just so you can then listen to it. So I'm going to grab that now.
Supplemental log, Ominent Practical Technologies, Tolly. Oh, whatever, I'll sort it later. The important thing is I have done it! Success! The spacer has worked its magic. I have successfully shrunk a set of basic plastic polyhedral dice from the size of standard dice to no bigger than the size of, well, much smaller dice. Burgle, make a note to come up with a better comparison. Noting. You did it nonetheless. This is a complete exoneration. However, it occurs to me that I have a new problem. The dice were intended to be young fool's Christmas present. He will be disappointed. But perhaps I can convince him that they were miniature dice. The tiny instructions might be a bit of a giveaway. A new solution may be required. To the Fun Pit Toy Mart before they close.
Right, so as you heard that, I've just been opening up these doorways then. So this one leads back to this room. As you saw, that other one kind of leads to the same point. So it kind of leads down to here, which if you turn right brings you back to this room. Now, I think the only other place that we've got to go now is down that side. So health's full, food's full, water's full, let's go. And it's really, this is the guy we've got to be careful of. So yeah, he's dead because he is the troublemaker. We'll grab that piece there. I'm also going to grab a bit more web, but if you come around the back this side here, you probably can see it shining. There's actually another watch right here, so we're going to just quickly grab that. That's the Ghostman watch. We're going to open up this doorway, and this one actually leads us out back to that lowest floor where we picked up that robot body that was just here. So now we've got to go back to the main room that we first entered. So if you just come up that ramp there, come through here into this main room where the scanner is, and simply turn left, go down here, and this will bring you back into this room. Now simply, oh, I don't know what to smack that, press E on here to place in the password, which then opens this door, allowing you to come in here, grab a document which you can read at your own pace, a chip, which is the Hedge made chip, and then we turn this on. As you saw then, that has switched on those other machines that you find in the field stations. What they can then do now is you can actually turn those on. Well, you can click on them to go into the GUI for them, which is where you can highlight items that you require, and it will show you where they are close on the map. Ooh, I nearly missed that one. Just want to read through that there. Right, so yeah. Now, I'm going to head out of here and head back to base. But that will do for today's episode. If you have enjoyed today's episode, obviously do feel free to leave a like. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.